Welcome to CSEGuru. In this session, we will discuss one-dimensional array initialization. In the previous session, we have discussed array declaration. The array declaration will reserve only the memory space for the array elements. For example, if you are declaring int s of 6, in the sense, totally 6 memory locations will be allocated. Array name is s. Initial memory location is 0. This is S of 0, S of 1, S of 2, S of 3, S of 4 and S of 5. So totally 6 memory locations and starting index is 0, last index is 5. That is n minus 1. Okay. So here if you are considering totally 6 memory locations is required of integer data type. So each element will require 2 bytes memory location. So for S of 0, 2 bytes, S of 1, 2 bytes. So totally 6 into 2, 12 bytes of memory location is required. So once you have declared the array in the sense, according to the size of the array required, it will allocate this 12 bytes continuously. So wherever this 12 bytes is available continuously, that memory space will be allocated for this array. For example, if this starting index is 50 in the sense, this is 62. So 50, this is 52, 54, 56, 58 and this is 60. Okay. So totally 12 bytes memory location, wherever it is freely available in memory, that memory space will be allocated for this array. So declaration only reserves the memory space. What is the value will be stored here? How to store the values here? So that is nothing but array initialization, that is storing values in one-dimensional array. Okay. So values will not be stored during declaration. It will be empty only. Only memory space will be reserved. Okay. So to store the values, there are 3 methods. First method is initializing the array elements. So how many array elements are there? All the array elements, either totally we can initialize or individually we can initialize. That is initializing array element, assigning or giving the initial value to the array elements. That is the first method. And second method, if you are considering in the sense, assigning values to individual elements in the array. Third method is reading values from the input devices. So with the help of these 3 methods, we can able to assign values to array elements. Okay. So first we will discuss the first method. So in array initialization, first method is initializing array elements. There are 5 ways to initialize the array elements. First is initializing all specified memory location. Next, partial array initialization, initialization without size, and initializing whole array to 0, array initialization with a string. So all these 5 methods we will discuss under initializing array elements. First is initializing all specified memory location. That is assigning or providing the required values to a variable before processing is called initialization. So initialization is nothing but assigning or providing the required values to the array variables. This is similar to variable initialization. So in variable initialization, what we will do? First, we will declare a variable, and for this variable, we can able to assign value, right? So a is equal to 5. Likewise, we can able to assign value. So int a, in the sense, that is only declaration that will reserve only memory space. Okay. So a equal to 5 in the sense, in that memory value 5 will be stored. So likewise, array elements, if you are assigning the value in the sense, that is nothing but array initialization. Array can be initialized at the time of declaration itself. So like here, at the time of declaration itself, we can able to initialize the array. Or otherwise, wherever it is required, there we can able to initialize the value. Okay. So if initial values we are known in advance in the sense, at the time of declaration itself, we can able to assign values. Then if you are assigning the values in the sense, immediately the values will be copied into the specified memory location. That is array elements. Okay. So syntax, if you are considering in the sense, that is data type. What is the type of the data that we need to give first? Then array name, and within this square bracket, we have to specify the index value, right? So this is declaration of an array. Here we will give semicolon. Okay, this is the normal declaration of an array. So here, declaration itself equal to, like variable initialization, equal to, within this curly brace set, we can able to give values. So what is the index size or array size? According to that, for all the elements starting from the 0th location, we can able to assign values by separating comma. That is, each element values will be separated by comma. Okay. So this is initializing the array for all specified memory locations. For example, if you are considering for integer initialization, that is int s of 5. So this is normal declaration if you are giving semicolon here. So here itself, we are going to assign values. If the initial values, well before only we know in the sense, we can able to initialize during declaration itself. Okay, so int s of 5 equal to, within curly brace set. So how many elements is required? Starting from 0 to 4. So totally 5 elements is required. Any value, any integer value we can able to give. 12, 5, 7, 10, and 20. So totally 5 elements we have assigned. Okay. So if you are giving like this in the sense, how it will be in the sense, totally 5 memory locations will be allocated. Okay. And this index value is 0. Next index is 1, 2, 3, and 4. And array name is yes. And yes of 0, value 12 will be assigned. Okay. So here, if you are considering in the sense, total size we have specified. Yes is the array name and 5 is the total elements in the array. So this is the index, array index value. So totally 5 elements. And if you are giving 5 values here in the sense, automatically the first element will be stored in the first index. That is s of 0 is the first index. So 12 will be stored with s of 0. And then 5 will be stored with s of 1. So next index value, automatically the next value will be initialized. Okay. And then the third index 7 will be initialized. That is s of 2. And the fourth index 10 will be initialized. And the fifth index 20 will be initialized. So although we are saying it is a fifth index, index value starts from 0. So it is last index will be 4 only. Okay. So now if we are considering all the array elements, we have initialized the value by specifying like this. Suppose unknownly, if you are giving one extra value like 22 here, if you are giving in the sense, comma 22 in the sense, it will raise error. Okay, so this is integer initialization. Float if you are considering in the sense, suppose t of 4, if you are giving in the sense, that is 5.6, 7.2, 8.5, 11.0. So likewise, 4 elements. We have allocated totally 4 memory locations only. So immediately what it will happen? 4 memory space will be allocated. Okay. And this index value is 0, 1, 2, and 3. So totally 4 memory space will be allocated and the array name is T. So automatically the first element will be stored with the first index value. That is T of 0, 5.6 will be stored. And T of 1, 7.2. T of 2, 8.5. And T of 3, 11.0. Okay. So if you have declared float in the sense, correspondingly it will take the floating point values. Suppose if you have given 11 here in the sense, automatically it will be considered as 11.0 since it is a floating point data type. So these are all basic things. Okay. So in this way, we can able to initialize the integer and floating point values. Okay. Next is character initialization, and here initialization and declaration is done together. So declare the array char. Char in the sense it is a character data type b of 5. Okay. So here each character we have to specify with a single quotes. and each character should be separated by comma. Okay. So totally 5 memory locations is allocated, and each memory location we have assigned the single character. Okay. So immediately if you are considering like integer initialization, memory will be reserved for each character. So this is B and this is 0th location, first, second, third and fourth. Totally 5 memory location. And here B of 0, the character H will be stored, B of 1 E and B of 2 L, B of 3 L, B of 4. And if the number of the initial values are more than the size of the array in the sense, automatically it will raise error. Suppose if you have given any one extra character here after this in the sense, automatically it will raise error. So according to the size of the array only, it will take the characters. So character in the sense, automatically 1 byte will be allocated. So totally 5 bytes of memory location will be allocated for this B of 5. So wherever in memory, continuously 5 byte of memory is free, that will be reserved for this B of 5. Okay. So this is array initialization, and first method is initializing all specified memory location. So whatever the values we are giving continuously, it will take it, the first value, it will take it for 0th location. Second value, it will take for first location. Third value, it will take for second location. Okay. That is B of 0, B of 1, B of 2, B of 3, B of 4. Likewise only, it will take it continuously starting from 0th location only, it will take it. It won't skip any location in between. If you are giving the values like this in the sense, automatically it is not necessary to specify B of 0, B of 1 likewise. Automatically, the first character will be assigned for B of 0. Second character will be assigned for B of 1. Third character will be assigned for B of 2. Okay, and fourth character B of 3. Likewise only it will take it starting from 0th location. Okay. So this is the first method, initializing all specified memory locations. Thank you for watching this video.